Namaste Satnam. So we're going to work on a class for connecting to the Hare Om Mani Padme Hum mantra. We'll start by actually connecting to the chant itself. And then we're going to move through the body, sort of through the stages of the lotus flower to come into that energy and to sort of awaken our own physical body and our own consciousness. So start by tuning into your breath and imagine a little seed deep down under the depths of a pond inside of the mud. And this little seed is under pressure and it just wants to begin to grow. And there's this powerful energy contained within this seed of consciousness. Hare Om Mani Padme Hum represents the jewel in the lotus flower, the jewel seed of consciousness, which grows from the depths of the mud, the depths of the darkness, of the illusion, through the subconscious and unconscious minds and up and out through Sahasrara, the crown chakra. This Buddhist mantra is to remind us that each of us is like a little seed of consciousness, and at times we are stuck underneath or within the illusions or the shadows. And in those spaces, we always have the potential to grow. Sometimes we have even greater potential to grow in those spaces. So allow yourself to breathe deeply and connect to this feeling of expansion and growth as we'll connect to the mantra Hare Om Mani Padme Hum. Hare Om Mani Padme Hum. Feel free to simply listen, or if you feel comfortable, sing along in your own space. Hare Om Mani Padme Hum. 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 Take a deep inhale and a big sigh out. And there's a mudra we'll refer to a few times throughout our practice. You can open your eyes. This is the Padma mudra or lotus mudra, bringing the pinkies together, the thumbs together, spreading the other fingers to face up. And you can hold this at your heart, and we'll just connect to that mudra for a few breaths and feel how that feels. Now I invite you to think of an intention that you wish to plant for yourself. Something that you're calling in at this time, a prayer for healing or learning or growth. An intention that fits with you to bring in to your seed of consciousness. And once you have that intention in your mind's eye, you can release your mudra and bring your legs out so that your feet are out from the base of the body and you're sitting sort of on the seat bones, just so that you can bring your elbows over top of the knees and wrap them around your shins. And you're gonna sort of create a little seed with your body, taking a deep inhale and just lengthen your spine first for a moment. And then as you exhale, curve inward, looking down towards the ground, and close your eyes, just hugging yourself in to this little seed of consciousness. And just breathe here and feel into your intention. Feel into being a seed inside of all that pressure. And you're creating a vibration of consciousness which you're going to grow through in this practice. So really feel your breath moving into the back of your heart. Feel your heart opening and awakening with your breath. Holding yourself here in unconditional loving awareness, breathing into the back of the heart, slow, deep breaths, filling every layer of your body. Deep inhale, big sigh. We're just going to start to sprout this seed a little bit. Deep breaths inhaling and sighing out. And then very slowly start to bring your head up. Maybe you open your eyes, maybe you keep them closed. Up to you. With an inhale, start to lengthen the spine. Bring the hands now onto the tops of the shins and just pull your shoulders back away from the thighs a little bit, opening the chest and look up. Again, you can open the eyes or keep them closed, whatever feels comfortable to you. Breathing here, starting to awaken the seed, starting to sprout. Deep inhale, big sigh. Inhale here. Exhale, release the right hand. Place it just behind you, just behind the hips. Deep inhale. Exhale, bring the left hand to the other side. Just step the feet, a little bit wider, almost to the edge of your mat. And start to windshield wiper the legs, lowering the knees to one side and then to the other. Inhaling to one side, exhaling to the other. Doing a few and then switching the direction of your breath, inhaling to the opposite side and exhaling to the opposite side. Just breathing through, feeling the lower spine and starting to awaken the energy of Muladhara, the root chakra, and Svadhisthana, the sacral chakra, to raise those energies up through Manipura, the seat of consciousness, from where the lotus begins to sprout. When you're feeling ready and balanced with this movement, you can pull the flesh of the seat out from under you, the glutes out a little bit, so you have a higher hip rotation, and maybe placing a cushion there. Then bring the soles of your feet together and coming into a Baddha Konasana. Just start to rock yourself a little bit side to side, imagining that you're inside of that seed and you're starting to want to crack through the walls of that seed. Placing the hands on the ankles so that you have a little bit of traction. And just moving knee to knee down to the ground. Then when you feel that the body at the hip flexors opens up a little bit more, right in the psoas, around the groins, then you can settle into stillness. Taking a deep inhale. Exhale, settling into stillness. Inhale, lengthen the spine, pull the chest forward slightly. Big sigh. Now you're going to extend one leg out. Deep inhale. Big breath out. And inhale the opposite leg out. Again, check the seat so that you have a pelvic tilt. You can relax the feet here. And then you're going to straighten the spine with your next inhale. And exhale, start to walk your hands a little bit forward, keeping the spine straight as you go. Pausing, taking another breath. And then another deep inhale. Exhale, come a little further down. Finding your edge, making this posture a yin caterpillar, not a Paschimottanasana. So no pulling, no straining to get the head to the knees or anything. Just sort of letting yourself fall here. And then allow the head and neck to relax inward again. And see yourself in that seed of consciousness. And you're just getting a little bit bigger now. Starting to crack through the walls of that seed of light. Growing your beingness. Find your deep breaths moving again into the back of your heart. And remember your intention for a moment. What was your intention for healing and growing within your consciousness? Now taking another deep inhale. Exhale, bring the lotus mudra together, pinkies and thumbs together, other fingers open. Just place it down in between your legs or in front of your feet, or if you feel, you can bend the elbows and rest your forehead on the lotus. Take a deep inhale. Big sigh. Inhale. Exhale, slowly start to walk yourself up. And we're getting bigger and bigger now. Cracking through that seed of consciousness, that seed of light. Now inhale the arms out and up exactly. Follow your intuition. Big sigh. Flex your feet on your next inhale. Exhale, press the hands out to your sides, bringing the fingertips to either side of the hips. Inhale the left arm up, looking towards your left hand. Exhale, that left hand comes down outside from the hips, right arm comes up. Inhale, looking up to the right hand. Exhale, lowering that right hand down, switching back to the left. Inhale, left hand rises. Continue with this movement 4 more times each side. Pulling your intention into the other parts of your body now. Raising the energy up from Muladhara, Svadhisthana, up through the solar plexus, and slowly into the heart and the lungs. And when you're ready, coming back into Dandasana now, so feet flexed and then placing the hands on either side of your feet, on either side of your hips, pardon me. Feet are flexed, toes are pointing towards the forehead. You're just going to breathe here for a few breaths, stretching into the backs of the legs now. Now I invite you to imagine your higher self, your true nature, sitting right in front of you like a mirror. And you're going to honor that higher self, inhaling the arms up, and exhale, bow to yourself. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, bow. And we'll do this 11 times. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, bow. Honoring your higher self. Inhale, rising up, connecting. Exhale, grounding the higher self in. Inhale, inviting, activating. Exhale, integrating, connecting. Six more. And now open the hands to your lotus mudra, pinkies and thumbs together, and complete with the last 4. Inhale, rise up, arms up. Breathing here. Deep inhale. Exhale, imagining light surrounding your field as the hands come down to either side of your body. And then shake the legs out and start to shake from the feet up the calves into the thighs. Then start to shake up the spine and shake out the arms. Shake the arms up and shake them down and out. And you're really cracking through the seed now, so we're gonna break through the seed. Deep inhale. 2 more. And then slowly make your way onto your hands and knees, coming into a tabletop position. Toes tucked, spine neutral, hands beneath the shoulders, fingers spread wide. And we'll start with some cat-cows. So now you're sprouting and growing out of the mud. Inhale, opening the heart, shining the heart forward. Exhale, tucking the tailbone under, looking towards the thighs or belly button. Inhale, opening the heart, gazing upward. Exhale, opening the back of the heart, curving inward. Feel your spine activating and the energy of the Kundalini Shakti rising from Muladhara through Svadhisthana, through Manipura, into Anahata, the heart center. Deep inhale one more time, opening up to the sky. Exhale, bring your big toes together. Send the knees wide to the edges of your mat. Bring your seat down to your heels. Stretch the arms forward, coming into a wide-legged child's pose. Bring your heart to the earth. Connect to the earth. Feel her pulsing through you. Breathe with the earth. Feeling the earth in your heart. Take a deep inhale and a big sigh. Two more times. Deep inhale. Big cleansing sigh. Deep inhale. Press into your palms. Start to walk your hands back, so you're going to come up onto the knees. Bring the knees together, coming up into a straight spine. Breathing here for a few breaths, just feeling yourself coming up right now. As we start to sprout even more and make our way to the higher realms, blossoming that lotus flower from within us. Breathing here. Big sigh. Bring your fingertips just over the knees. And you're going to inhale, pull yourself forward. Exhale, tuck the chest in, look down towards the thighs. Spinal flexes or seated cat-cows or kneeling cat-cows. And get a bit of a rhythm here to really move the kundalini. Inhaling love, exhaling barriers. Inhaling consciousness, exhaling ignorance. Inhale into a straight spine. Big sigh. Bring your fingertips out on either side of the thighs. Lift your seat up for a moment. Tuck your toes. Roll yourself back onto your toes, lifting the knees off of the mat. Thighs roughly parallel to the ground. Inhale the arms up. Exhale, thumbs to your heart. Finding a little balance here. Breathing into this balance. Feeling yourself grow taller and imagining your intention rise Imagining the seed of consciousness rising through you from your root chakra. Taking a deep inhale here. Big sigh. On your next inhale, press into the balls of your feet and start to lift yourself up, slowly rising up to stand. Making your way up to standing. And we'll start with a few sun salutations now that we're standing. Bringing your hands together above head in your lotus flower mudra. Inhale. Exhale, swan dive, arms out at a T, folding forward. Fingertips come just in front of the toes or on the shins or thighs. Halfway lift. Exhale, plant the hands down beneath the shoulders, fingers spread wide, step the feet back, plank pose, Chaturanga Dandasana, deep inhale. Exhale, elbows tucked in, Chaturanga to the floor. Toes point behind. Inhale, opening your heart. Exhale, bringing the chest back to the ground. Tuck the toes, push your hips up and back, downward facing dog. From your downward dog, just breathing here, pedaling your feet. Deep inhale. Exhale, walk your feet to your hands. Uttanasana, forward fold. Relax head and neck down, lengthen the spine. Inhale, hands on shins, halfway lift, straight spine, gaze forward. Exhale, fold, tuck the belly button into your spine. Inhale, rise up to standing. Lotus mudra above the head. Exhale, thumbs to the heart. Deep inhale here. Big sigh. One more, inhale. Lotus mudra above the head. Exhale, swan dive forward. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, plant the hands, fingers spread beneath the shoulders, toes tucked behind you, long spine, all in one line, plank pose. Exhale, chaturanga down, elbows tucked into the ribs, lower all the way down, toes point behind, baby cobra, bhujangasana. Exhale, settling the chest down to the ground, tuck your toes, press into the hands, lift up and back, downward facing dog. Deep inhale, big sigh. Inhale here. Exhale, walk your feet to your hands. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Tuck your belly button into your spine. Inhale, rise up to standing. Lotus mudra above the crown. Exhale, thumbs to the heart. Deep inhale here. Exhale, release the hands down to your sides, Tadasana, mountain pose. Inhale, arms up, Lotus Mudra. Exhale, swan dive, folding forward. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold, stay here, Uttanasana. Deep inhale, big sigh. Bringing your weight into your hands a little bit. Step the feet wide to the edges of your mat. Sink the seat down, coming into Malasana or yogic squat. So finding your squat pose here. Elbows in to meet the knees, bringing the chest open. Breathing deeply. Taking a deep inhale here, big sigh. 2 more, deep inhale. Big sigh or lion's breath, tongue out, eyes wide. Inhale. Lion's breath. Inhale here. Exhale, bring your fingertips down. Stretch the legs straight. Bring the feet parallel to each other. Fold forward into a standing forward fold. Wide-legged standing forward fold. Inhale, bringing the fingertips to the ground, halfway lift. Exhale, walk your hands over towards your right foot. Fold in. Inhale, halfway lift again on that side. Exhale, walk your hands all the way to the left side. Folding in. Inhale, lengthening the spine. Exhale, coming into center. Deep inhale. Exhale, plant your left fingertips right underneath your heart. Inhale, your right arm up. Beautiful. Deep breath in. Big sigh. 2 more here. Inhale. Exhale. Prana in. Apana out. Deep inhale. Exhale. Bring the right hand to where the left hand was. Inhale the left hand up. Deep inhale. Big breath out. Inhale. Big breath out. Inhale. Big breath out. Deep inhale. Exhale, both hands underneath the shoulders. Allow yourself to fold again. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, plant the hands and come into plank. Plant the hands beneath the shoulders, step the feet back, find your plank pose, 1 long line. Deep inhale in your plank. Exhale, send the seat up and back into your downward facing dog. Hips rise, chest down. Gaze between the toes. Deep breath. Big sigh. Inhale your right leg up behind you. Exhale, bring that right foot in between your hands. Lower your left knee down. Rise up into a low lunge. You can bring your arms up above head. With the arms up, deep inhale, lifting the chest to the sky. Hands come back behind a little bit, getting a little back bend here. Exhale, planting the hands on either side of that right foot, lengthening that left leg, step back, plank pose. Deep inhale, chaturanga down. Inhale your back bend, maybe you do an upward facing dog here. Exhale, up and back, downward facing dog. Deep inhale here. Big sigh. Inhale your left leg up. Exhale, bring that left foot in between your hands. Lower that back knee down. Arms come up. Deep inhale here, low lunge. Inhale, opening the heart to the sky. Hands come back. Exhale, planting the hands down, lengthening that back foot. Step the feet together, plank pose. Chaturanga Dandasana. Inhale your back bend. Exhale, lowering the chest down, tuck the toes, push the hips up and back. Downward facing dog. Deep inhale here. Exhale, walk your feet to your hands. Finding a forward fold again, Uttanasana. This time bring your hands in either side of your elbows. And just breathing, clasping the elbows, allowing gravity to lengthen your spine. Find a deep inhale here. Exhale, release the hands down, either just in front of the toes or on the shins. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, plant the hands out in front of underneath the shoulders. Step back, plank pose. From your plank pose, lower down all the way onto your belly now. And you're going to bring your elbows underneath the shoulders, coming into a Sphinx posture. So the elbows underneath the shoulders roughly, or maybe a little bit ahead, and the toes pointed behind, legs either glued together or just slightly apart. Chest opening, breathing here into your Sphinx posture. This bit of a more passive back bend. As we start to move back towards the floor now. Finding a deep inhale, big breath out, inhale here. Exhale, just let yourself flatten out onto the belly, reach the hands out in front of you, bring the forehead down onto your mat. Just finding your breath here and feeling into the back of the heart again. Find a deep inhale, big sigh, deep inhale. As you exhale, press into your fingertips so that you make little tents with the hands. Pressing into the fingertips, cupping or tenting the hands like little spiders, and then lifting the chest, keep the shoulders away from the ears. Deep inhale, big sigh. Deep inhale, big sigh. Inhale here. Exhale, start to walk the hands back a little bit, stretching the spine a little more, chest open a little further. Breathing here. Deep inhale. Exhale, slowly lowering yourself back down onto the belly, reaching in front of you. Deep inhale. Big sigh. Inhale here. Exhale, plant the hands underneath the shoulders. Tuck your toes. Push your hips up and back into downward facing dog. Finding your downward facing dog. Breathing here. Deep inhale. Exhale, slowly start to walk the feet to your hands. And we're going to inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. And we're going to come up one more time before we make our way to the floor again. Rising up to standing. Palms come together above head. Lotus mudra at the heart. Bringing your lotus mudra to your heart. Deep inhale. Big sigh. On your next inhale, you're going to step your feet wide so that your toes point opposite directions. Bend the knees, coming into a goddess pose or goddess squat. The thumbs are going to start at the heart, and you're going to inhale, straighten the legs, lotus mudra above the crown. Exhale, mudra back to the heart. Inhale, rising, offering the lotus to the sky. Exhale, bringing the nectar back into your life. Connecting to divine consciousness every inhale. And every exhale, bringing God into your heart. Connecting to the goddess Padme, the goddess of the lotus flower. Following your breath, growing the consciousness out through the crown. Reaching Sahasrara now. Maybe if you feel to use your throat chakra to move the energy, singing along, singing the mantra, Hare Om Mani Padme Om, or saying it to yourself, Hare Om Mani Padme Om, Hare Om Mani Padme Om, Hare Om Mani Padme Om, Hare Om Mani Padme Om. Hare Om Mani Padme Hum. 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 We'll do this for one more minute. Feel and love those legs. Mani Padme Hum. 3 more. Inhale, arms up. Straight legs, breathe here. Balance. Imagine gold light or blue light, a waterfall of healing energy pouring into the hands. Deep inhale. As you exhale, start to wiggle your feet back in. Keep your mudra up. Bring the feet underneath the hips. Inhale, open the heart, lean back. Exhale, swan dive forward, surrounding yourself in divine energy. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, plant the hands beneath the shoulders, fingers spread, toes tucked, sending them behind one long line. Inhale, plank pose. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, your back bend, make it count. We'll be here for 3 breaths. Deep inhale. Exhale, lower the chest back down to the ground. Tuck the toes, push the hips up and back. Downward facing dog. Deep inhale. Big sigh. Inhale here. Exhale, walk the feet to your hands. Lift the heels. Coming onto the balls of the feet, lifting the heels. Bringing the seat down towards the heels. Straightening the knees and thighs out parallel to your mat. Coming back to that toe squat. Find your lotus mudra here. Inhale the arms up, keep the balance. Big breath out. 2 more, inhale. Big sigh. Inhale. Big breath out. Deep inhale. Exhale, bring the fingertips on either side of the hips. And roll yourself down onto your seat. Bringing the knees out, the feet out in front again. So we're coming back to that position where we started. Because in the cycle of life, everything grows and is born and blossoms, and then everything dies and goes back to a little seed. So feel yourself as that little seed again. Tuck your forehead into the knees. Finding a deep inhale, big sigh. Inhale, straightening up the head. Bring the hands just on top of the shins this time. And you're going to scooch forward a little bit so you have room on your mat. And then roll onto the back. Roll back and forth along the spine a few times. Creating any necessary space we need for the vertebrae to get full length in our deep relaxation. Settling down your movement, coming into stillness, lowering the shoulders, head and neck down. Arms come to your sides, but we'll start with legs in the air before Shavasana. So lengthen your legs up to the sky, feet facing the ceiling, feet flexed. Breathing here, 2 minutes. If you need to take a rest, but otherwise we'll do 2 minutes of legs in the air here. Deep inhale, big sigh. Inhale your arms out to a T at shoulder height, palms facing down on the ground. Bend your knees to a roughly 90-degree angle. Deep inhale. Exhale, lower your knees to your right side. If you need, you can support the knees with the right hand. Make sure that you're keeping your shoulders planted on the ground, and then your knees going out to the right, and you can slowly start to look towards your left hand. Deep inhale, big sigh. Tuck your belly button into your spine, press into the arms a little bit, lift the knees back up to center. Deep inhale. Exhale, slowly lower the knees over towards the opposite side, coming down to the left and looking over the right shoulder. Deep inhale. Big sigh. Tuck your belly button into your spine. Inhale, knees come up. Exhale, lower the legs down all the way. And the arms to your sides, palms face up. Relax the head and neck down. Coming into your Shavasana. Allowing yourself to settle and soften onto your mat. Finding your Shavasana, your deep relaxation. And allowing yourself to integrate the power and the teachings of the lotus flower. Slowly coming back into your body. Maybe wiggling the fingers, wiggling the toes. Just allowing yourself to slowly make your way back up into a seat. And if you feel called, you can experiment with sitting in half lotus or lotus pose, or just Sukhasana as we close our practice. Hare Om Mani Padme Om. 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 Hare Om Mani Padme Taking a deep inhale and bringing your lotus mudra together at your heart one more time. Bringing that intention, that consciousness of awakening into your awareness once again. Imagining that seed of intention flowing into all areas of your life. What was it that you asked for, prayed for, moved for today? See it happening now, in this eternal now moment where everything is always available. In this eternal now moment where everything is always growing, evolving, changing, transforming, dissolving away, and rebirthing anew. Namaste, Satnam. Thank you for practicing along with me today. Blessings to you.